Good evening. Gotta change this for it to work. And this. Basic housekeeping. Um, these is this Cloud? Speak words. Quieter, louder. Delayed. I swear I'm gonna change my setup at some point so that I don't have to wait however many seconds this to hear my own voice in my ear. There we go. What have we got? This tune, which is a daft tune, isn't it? It's a bit daft. Bit of a daft rhythm. Rhythm. Where's this then? Show me. 9. Don't know where that is. It says it's there. Missing samples, but I don't actually think there's any relevant to my project. But I just don't like seeing this orange warning at the bottom of the screen. So, might as well. What's it actually called, this sample? Oh, it is R. Yeah, okay. We'll replace it. It's there. It's kind of been moved, but I've emailed. No, I've actually put a request in to Ableton for a feature request. I would have showed you, but it's gone now. It's a very sensible one, a very doable one. Just add because its automatic search feature sucks, and it's not automatic at all. I just want to be able to add multiple folders for it to search in, so I can just click and walk away, make a brew, and come back and it's found them. I probably should have specified that if it finds multiple of the same one, just pick one. Pick any, because they're all the same. If it's the same file size and the same file name, it's the same file. I mean, it doesn't take a, it doesn't take a genius. It doesn't take anything. It just takes bits. Salim. That's just greeting, isn't it? Riot. What's going on? Oh, Frozen Stems. Nice one. Frozen remix. Nice one. Oh yeah, you got 4 days off. I love this beat, but I'm just trying to be careful with it because I've listened to it lots of times now, and I don't want to ruin it. What it makes me do. It makes me dance violently. There's something about that. I think this is why I loved old Jump Up, because it kind of some of those were like this rhythm, that sort of constant. But because it's done with it, this is the aiming break that I've done that with. Or maybe I've accented it. It's got one a kick, two kick in it as well. But you don't need much more than the Amen, do you? It covers all the bases. It's pitched down quite a lot. 8 semitones. Or no, it's more. It's different actually, because I resampled it. Join again later to go into the gym. Nice energy in the gym. I need to go to the gym. Well done, mate. You have a good one. Amen, brother. It fixes it all. I think I like having. I'll probably I go through phases, and I always go. It's nice to be in an Amen phase, or at least have at least one Amen tune on the go, and do something a bit different with the break, rather than just the same sped up. I've slowed it down because it's slow downable. A lot of breaks are really good ones are. No idea who Jim is and why. Everyone knows him. But alright, no, he fixes it all. Oh dear. Oh, he's going. No, I can't. I'm not ready. I'm still not ready to do co-hosting. Trip has invited me. It will just. It will. I think in next year, this time next year, I think I'll have more time. I still don't have much time. Okay. I had basically I've done my back in what? There's never-ending stuff going on in my life. I'm sure everyone's the same, but it's nuts. Got time for this. I just released the album, and obviously that like trying to communicate to people to can you listen to it it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. So let's listen to this first. I want the first break. Right, it's kind of a grower. As soon as this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 beats there where there's just the Amen break, and as good as that is, it's a drum solo. It's a sample drum solo, and it's a drum solo right here. I wanna put in some tiny little sounds. You know, like I've noticed with Simula as well. And a lot of like, you know, it's that concept of people are listening for the first bit of the break. As soon as the tune drops, like, is the most important bit of audio you can possibly be working on. You know, if you are going to be like geeky, you're going to be knuckling down onto it, then do it the first few seconds of the drop, and even the build up to drop, but obviously the drop's more important. Is like if you've not hooked someone in by there, then that you're probably going to lose them. You might have already lost them. So yeah, that's one. I'm trying to like use that concept now, and I always knew about it, and I would just listen to it drop, and I was like, yeah, that'll do. But if you listen to all the sound effects in something like Oculus, it's like it's crazy sounds going on, loads of crazy sounds going on in like the first second. You would not. I didn't even notice them. I've listened to that now a few times as a reference, and it goes. There's like loads of like I don't know what it is, what the sounds are. It's amazing, and there's loads of like tiny little short bass licks as well. And you know, this is where it would be good to use audio and start building an audio library of basses, because you can just drag in little sections and it serves a purpose of being adding to the groove and adding just, you know, more to it, the more rhythm and groove. Yeah, AI music is better, thanks. I'm sure it is. It's not for everyone. Definitely not for me. Could you rate my music with AI? Okay, so see what you've done there, Kevin, is you've come on and you've said, can you rate my music made with AI? and I didn't have time to respond. And then you've said AI music is better, so I don't think you really. I think you've already made your mind up. Like you don't need me to rate it. And going off actually rating AI music now, I'm like actually starting to become a little bit polarized to it. Not because of you, Kevin, because it's a bit fucked. But you know, if you want to make music that way, that's fine. I probably wouldn't listen to it. He's gone now anyway. Hey, music is better though. I mean, there's a few people who disagree with you though. How do you not want to know who? Do you not want to like see the person who's behind it, like see them perform or know that they're there? Like, anyway. First few seconds, yeah. This. I mean, we love making music like this. Each to their own. You know, I love like I couldn't possibly. See, I like the open discussion. I like the challenge of people coming on with you know fresh opinions. But yeah, I mean, I'll consider it. But like, yeah, I have someone who's I've listened to his music, I've liked his music, and he says he uses AI, but he says he uses it in a way. It's stinky. He says he uses it in a way where he's doing sections, so he's prompting everything, but something that I would be tweaking in Serum, like a synth patch. He's just prompting what it wants to sound like, and I'm like, I could, it's not the. He still has a lot of control over the minor elements of how a track are made, but I just like to do it. I like to have full control, as much control as possible. But yeah, that's just me. I don't quite know what to think of it really. Right. So anyway, so yeah, I think I'm gonna try and like make just some sound effects now to occur in this first second. It's a bit dry. Like especially on the first beat, even. Let's get like a little sound here. Like a little. Yeah, I mean, even a crash. Just a classic crash would do the trick, wouldn't it? So now we're getting into instantly getting into like sound generation, like, and there's like loads of tricks for this, isn't there? You ever see Ned Rush and his like probability based Ableton instruments that he builds? They're really cool. I might just try load up some of Ableton, some of the Ableton stock synths, because I just play with them until mad sounds come out. Alafaru, your voice is very calming. Thank you. Boss man, the album slaps. Thank you, James. Thanks very much. Jeddah, yo, Jeddah on YouTube. Right, let's choose a channel, add a MIDI track, and go do something different. I think just like mess with some stock synths for a bit, because I usually use Serum 2 like almost exclusively to make every single sound apart from kicks. So I've got kick 2 and now I've got kick 3 for that. But I have heard some very interesting sounds from some synths in Ableton, like some really cool synths here. Me and Jake are gonna give it a proper listen to and review it on tomorrow on Discord. Oh, nice one, thank you. Jake, yeah, is Jake around again? I thought I saw a post. Where's one of his posts the other day? Right, let's see what this is. Oh, it's. I'm going to start with a preset. I'm not going to start with like, no. Although I do like fucking around with nothing from nothing. Maybe it wasn't this synth. Was it Meld? No, this is Meld. Drift, was it Drift? It might be that. Oh, Drift is like the. I think Drift is kind of like a bit like a Roland D Juno-y kind of old type synth. So I'm going to start with the preset anyway. I don't want to necessarily want a analog sounding thing right now, but let's load up something. Some of these are going to have samples in, I know it. Loading. Got a text of him out of nowhere. The debut viewing. Yeah, he sound. All those new Ableton stock effects. I'm still on 10. Oh yeah, you are. As I've seen, you're not the only one who's on like quite an old version of Ableton. There's something about the older looks of the older Abletons that I like. It just reminds me of simpler times, and I bet it's a kind of probably easier to use because there's less to think. There's less options, and you have to work within the confines. Yeah, that's probably an advantage. All right, this is Drift. Yeah, wow, okay. There's no samples there, it's amazing, isn't it? It's quite noisy and raspy, that, isn't it? Let's see if I can make it sound, I don't know, light and fluffy. It's probably the wrong, I'm going to try it, arpeggiator. So I'd use Agentic AI to if I press the button here and I just said arpeggiator, and it'll load the arpeggiator for me. I think that's acceptable use. If it wasn't for Trentcast, I'd still be on 9. 9 was the greatest of all time. But he went halves on my license, no way. Haha. Jensen, I want to start producing D&B, but I have no musical knowledge. How would you suggest I learn? Vibe coding. I think the jungle movement didn't start with people who knew music, who had musical knowledge. They knew good music and sampled little bits of it and then put it all together. Sampled a drum beat off a hip hop record, sped it up, and then played a sine wave underneath it from an 808 and made jungle. That's how they did it. Modern D&B. What I don't. Yeah, watch how people do it. Watch tutorials. Do get a trial version. Well, try any sequencer. Just do some trial versions. Get to know a sequencer. DAW. Let's have a go. James is good at answering this question as well. Download FL Studio demo and go crazy. Learn the basics for the software and play. I have used FL in the past, but apparently Ableton is level set. I think Ableton's easy to use, but I came from Cubase, which is it took a. I guess any software for any DAW, any new type of software like DAW, it's going to take a while to learn at first, isn't it? But once you've learned one, it's easier to learn the next one. You start understanding these concepts of like tracks and arming tracks and recording on those tracks and stuff like that. Cubase was good, probably still is. FL is very beginner friendly if you have experience Ableton, it's the way. Good advice, good to have your advice in here, James. Different point of view to mine, because I don't know. Good luck with it, Jensen, thank you very much. So all I need, see, I don't know how to play right now. I don't know what chord to do. And I was about to get an arpeggiator out, but no, I think I want a sound effect. This is, I don't know if this is the way to get sound effect. I'm going to try an arpeggiator and put it on, give it some ridiculous settings. So it's going to go fast, like. Strange, isn't it? It just kind of happens, yeah. The best stuff just kind of happens. You play around, next minute you've got a drum beat, a bass, making weird sounds. 1/64, yeah. If I go faster, I could break it. I could break Ableton. What's the key to making presets sound professional? That's very hard to. The only way I think the only answer I've got for this, D-Bob, is just lots and lots of practice, like lots of making presets and using presets and revising those presets to fit into a track. And then I think that's what I do a lot, is some of these are like recycled, you know, over years. Let's just see if I randomly hit on one. And some of them are not, some of them are just like I make brand new ones. Like that Jump Up Clown Laugh is one that I made. It didn't sound that good originally. It sounds quite grindy now, doesn't it? Yeah, refining them. Yeah, just like make loads and try and actually use, if you actually try and use them in your own tracks, then you'll see if they're where their shortcomings are, and then you can like make them better and more interesting, so that and eventually you might have something that sounds professional, but it's pretty interesting. Like I've bought preset packs before, and you know, there's some usable stuff in there, or they're a good place to start, but they're not necessarily. Some aren't usable at all, and you've still got to tweak them to fit your track. But having a set of 10 presets that you buy, that's then professional, isn't it? Because you're paying someone, I guess. As long as they sound clear. I think rather I would always go for usable over clear, though. Clear is just lots of high IQ, isn't it? EQ harshness, compress for detail, very good. Yeah, that's a good one. James has got it. Oh yeah, compression bent my head as well. It took me ages to know why I'd need it. I think I wanted to know why it serves a purpose. It's not just, it can be used creatively, but it originally was used to control the level going into the mixer and the tape, so that it didn't distort. so that the loud bits of people's voices and instruments didn't distort. So they could have it louder going onto tape, because obviously tape's got a lot of noise. You've got to have signals going onto the tape loud, and that's what the compressors were for. But now we have like extremely big dynamic range, hi-fi speakers, earphones, everything, but we still like to compress the shit out of everything because it makes the ears do less work. If you're making you're making a compressor squash those really loud bits, and it will make the quieter bits come up. But yeah, the controls on a compressor are quite interesting, aren't they? They definitely burn my head. Yeah, don't think about it too much. Just go with what sounds good to you. I mean, I would say instead of starting with if you want to learn, or if you want to try to experiment, just go with either a limiter, which is a compressor with like a 0 attack, or just use a compressor on 0 attack. Just keep the one setting on that or the whole time while you do everything. And then, oh no, I think that's how I did it. I think it might have been why it took so long to learn, like to hear the difference it makes. But yeah, if you start with your compressor on 0 attack, it's going to compress everything that goes above the threshold really instantly. And then it's about the release time then. It's how long after the loud sound is finished does the compressor stop compressing and return to the normal level. Using a limiter as a compressor is a squeakless level, because that's what it does in groups. Yeah, and I've started doing that. I've actually started doing it for groups as well. Yeah, for the drum bus and the bass, and it's when I'm mixing later on, and it's so I can hear it helps you to hear things, and it keeps your levels under control, and if it pushes you down, you'll hear it, you know. Something I need to integrate to be real with you. There's loudness to begin there. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's the controlling the if you've got too much mid range, it could be pushing your sub down. If you've got too much sub, it could be pushing your mid down. So you can, when it's being pushed into a limiter, you can balance stuff that way, can't you? And if it's going into a limiter there, then when it goes to the master bus to be limited, you've already got it under control. So your master does less. It has to do that, and that's usually sounds better. Yeah, nice one, D. But yeah, you just gotta like play around with the compressors and just try different materials and see what sounds different. Yeah, you get a feel for it in the end. But yeah, that's it. Well, compression, I don't use much compression. If I'm recording live instruments, like especially human voice, I will use compression. I sometimes use multi-band compression, but I try and avoid it. I try and get my sounding as good as possible. But you know, James would say, when you put an OTT on certain sounds, and like I do that as well. I put OTT on, which is a multi-band compressor, but that's not important. That's not as important. Like, you don't really need to use multi-band compression. It's better to choose better sounds from the beginning, isn't it? OTT it all. Yeah, I think I've got a Pro MB on this Amon because it's a real instrument. It's I actually forgot I was doing that. That's that's actually quite a lot of compression now. It's letting. Oh no, that's on a bass. No, no, it's a sidechain. Sorry, ignore that. That was a sidechain. Compressor, mid sidechain multiband compressor, which is even more awkward to explain. Drums, Fox, everything, yeah. I find it gives it. Sometimes it makes things too loud though for me. Sometimes it takes a gentle sound. It can take it. What OTT is really good at is taking a tame, gentle sound and making it full on in your face, which is good for certain genres, isn't it? But there's some sounds I would never put it on, you know, like pads. But even then, pads can be just, if it's a really subtle pad, it can just bring out the highs a bit, kind of. Depends on the material. Don't polish poo, go for gold at the source. That's the one. Did you see the controversy over the Haven Iron song? If you did, Iron song. If you did, what do you think? I don't know this. The Haven Iron song. All right. No, don't know anything about that. Oh, we used an AI vocal. This is it. We're at an interesting time in humanity's history. I suppose we always are in these modern times. But people are going to find out what the public really think. Some people don't mind. Some people will never know or care whether AI is used in their favourite song. I don't like to use AI in my songs. I think I've decided that. I'm thinking even at some point, people might not want, if they can tick a box, they won't want to see AI content on their social media feed, because there's already enough social media to look at from not just your friends but strangers. So I think people will want authentic stuff, and even though some people use some artists use AI as one of their tools, and you know, there might be cases for that where it's acceptable. On the whole, people might just have a yes or a no. Either they want to see our AI or they don't, and they might want to switch to not see AI stuff. So I don't know. I have good artist friends who have used visual AI stuff, and they are amazing painters. You know, they're just exploring this AI world. But I can't see myself using AI to make audio, make music. Ever try putting a low octave string of instruments through OTT as well? Oh no, I bet you could get, yeah, some really good harmonics, like some really rich harmonics for a bass doing that, can you? No more real AI slap. Please, that would be amazing. Alright. So where was I? I was making a sound that sounds like this aliasing is strange though. It's doing some FM stuff. Right. I'll try a different instrument now. I'm going to end up doing it Sim 2 at this rate. Let's try meld again, because meld is a bit different. Let's see. Like, I want something thin. What's this? Faux microtonal glass mallet. Let's try this. It turns string into brass. Gotta shoot. Oh, you gotta shoot. 6 AM. Whoa. That's earlier than me. I've got kids and that's earlier than me. All the best, James. Hope you have a good day. Now is a good time to go for a 6 AM start. It's not the worst time. After midnight would be a bad time. nice nice reverb on that, honey. It's a very clean sound. What's the magic? 2 hybrid reverbs and a shifter. I don't know what that's doing there. Pitch mod. So this is like almost a fantasy sound. That's not what I want. That's not the kind of sound I want right now. Maybe we need to do some crazy shit. Right, so here's my little workflow for this. So get a rolling sampler. I know I could just record into another channel, but that's not what I'm doing. And I'm going to play a few bits into here. Let's try these presets. So I'd go into a new track, create a new audio track, and just drag these bits in here. I know this is not the best way of doing it. And then do go all granular. So let's chop up. So here I am going to use Serum 2 now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. How do I Serum 2? I've got a button. I have a button. Is this going to take longer than me actually? Let's see. See if it works. Oh no, it's doing that thing again. Yeah. Oh, it's so buggy. This my own bloody thing. It is my own programming that's done that. Oh dear. No, that's not working either. Okay. I want Serum 2, please. Let's drag it in. Just so we can do some crazy stuff with this audio. Okay. Turn the sub off, turn wavetable to granular, and drag this. Is it too long? No. It could be louder though. Normalize. Oh dear. Oh no. Baby's awake. Okay. Ah, right. I'm gonna have to go. Is she gonna lie down? No. Right. Be right back. What's going on? Okay, she's got a milk bowl. Everyone's happy. That's what we want. You're right, Pex. I didn't stick in quite enough. Oh, you were so noisy. You shut the door on your way in. Like, you're not... you let it slam behind you. Alright, Sexton, I'll see you for a bit. That actually sounded better than everything. In fact, happy accident. This thing, is it? There we go. Drag that in as well. Put that on a different channel. Oh, no. Granular. Alright, granular. You've been busy. I bet you have. I bet you've been so busy. Doing what is a mystery to me. I don't think I've ever asked what you do, but sometimes I think that's like personal. I don't know, is it? Oh no, look, this is recording again, right. Serum 2. It's bad. This one. So we're gonna scan slower. It's very totally changed it when you change the scanner. But we can change the density to full. Oh, that's ruined it, but no. We're gonna change the length. Scan length. And the pitch random. Yeah, it's the mistake, not knowing what I've been doing. Yes, it does. I mean, none of us know. You're the mystery man. Which is hard. I think that's hard to do these days. Be totally mysterious. I mean, this is not what I had in mind for my drop, but it's not drop material, though, is it? Still, maybe I should start saving these things as just little things. I don't know if that's a pad or a stab. It's not a stab. It's kind of like a pad in it, so it's like for soft chimes, and it's a brand new, just to remind me. But yeah, useless. Let's try something else. Oh no, wait. Let's turn it off and do some crazy with spectral. Drag this in spectral, see what we can see if we can do anything useful with those sounds that I recorded. That I don't think they're that useful at the moment. I don't think it's going to turn into anything good, but a fire sign to smear. Okay, here's an interesting one. Then ZP, thank you for following. Is there... Okay. I've just been living life. Days just passed. Days just pass. I'm always sleeping in the winter. Ah, I wish I could sleep in the winter. I think I'd hope that if I did sleep through the winter, I would live longer. Because it feels like I should. If I'm not, then I might as well just do stuff now as well. That makes sense. Let's have this going down. That's... Oh, I'm in sound design territory. That's almost a computer powering down in a game, that, isn't it? Okay, what if I do some bleeps, some high-pitched bleeps? Or reuse this. Spectral. Oops. Pro code. Oh. Mask. That's weird. Making stuff. Just getting zoned and mess about, really nice. Horizons. Just drop. You made a disco beat, disco song. Nice. I've not gotten around to that yet, Zens. Yours is next, though. Yours is definitely next on the list. It's at the top. You're at the top now. How have you been? Oh yeah, I've never tried this before. There's some crazy, like if I want to do random. That's chaos, but I want to do sample and hold. Do that is. Yeah, that doesn't loop, does it? Or loop forward. I don't necessarily want it to loop, but should we put some effects on it? I'm just going on crazy. I want to make some sound effects just to let you know what I'm doing. And it looks like I'm just pissing around, because that's what I am doing. Where is compressor and then multiband? Okay. Is that made it clearer? No, probably not. Distort and overdrive 8, distortion overdrive 8, yeah. That would, I can't. Oh no, she's crying again. She's can't find the bottle. Okay. I think we're good. No. I'm just gonna wait a minute. I listened to Get Lucky by Daft Punk and thought, oh yeah, how did they do that? And did it myself. So Get Lucky is very refined production, isn't it? I remember seeing a YouTube video with a guy who did the mastering for it, and he talked about what he did to the master. I think it was actually a whole course, but he just showed you like 20 minutes of it. There was a lot in that 20 minutes. What she want? Right. Who's Nile Rodgers? Is he the mastering engineer? But yeah, I mean that track is they've been at that. Daft Punk have her. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice guitar. Yeah, on that track. Like Daft Punk, that's what I want. Like, I see myself a realistic destination to aim for, at least. Is do production for so long and eventually get people to play parts for me who are really good, and kind of make music that way. I'd love to be in that position. But you've got to be you have to get to that stage. You've got to be really good, because hiring people in is really expensive. So you've got the idea you have has got to be, you've got to have confidence in it and know that it is actually going to land pretty well with your fans. And you suppose you need a fan base for that as well, don't you? Treat for the ears. And if you know what works well as a radio tune, that did really well on the radio as well, didn't it? It was like a meme on its own. Good catchy piece of music. I think she's gone to sleep now. Okay, so we're making sounds. I'm just playing around, seeing what I can get. Let's see how alien I can make something. Weird. Now, alright, George. You got a pick from Now Rogers. Nice. I know it's huge in 2013 when it was like, even you were a lad. No way. Was that how long ago it was? Holy shit! It didn't seem like that long ago to me. I mean, not that long. Fuck's sake. It was. It really doesn't seem like that was that long ago. Shit. That's when you know. You stuck around in the shoes. Nice. So we want a sound effect that goes immediately in this the 1 second after this drop. Ready? There. It's got to be some kind of just. That wasn't that bad actually. That wasn't that bad. I'm gonna start sampling the output though. I mean, I know Serum has its own. Should we try it? Drag. I think you actually have to hold on it a bit longer. Sometimes this doesn't work. Yeah, it's not working for me. Oh, no, no. You have to drag it in here. And then out. There we go. Convert to MIDI. Nah, mate. Wait. T. New track. And then try again. Drag, drag. Sorry. I can do better than that. I'm not using this technique anyway. Why am I using? This is the technique that Ableton is kind of set up to use, but I have my own because I use rolling sampling. That's how I roll. What genre? This is DMB. But I'm just coming up with like some sound, just doing some like sound design really. I never thought I would be a sound designer, but here I am trying to make a non-specific sound. I don't know what I want to make, but I know when I'll hear it. Or it's like anything will do. But that's pretty cool. Like when you start putting stuff through convolution with like some of the weird ones, or you can put your own IRs in there. Yep, DMV today. Right, so I'll grab these, put them in. I need to add another track again, don't I? It takes ages. I need to delete these tracks I'm not using because adding a new track shouldn't take that long. Right. Clear this, clear. Does that work? What's that? You can sort of shift and drag. Magic. There, that's what I'm after. Something like that, like a little tasty nugget of a sound bite. Wait. Control Alt Shift. There, that's it. Look. Move the audio in the clip. Still trying to remember that one. It's the other today. Maybe it is. Is it the other? Can't say I know what you mean. So I'm going to call this Convo Bells. We could even experiment with it not overlapping with that sound. It's very, in a micro, tiny kind of way, it's still a little bit bellsy, whimsical. I want it to be like a bit aggressive, this tune. I want it to be, the drum beat to me is a bit of nuts compared to my other tunes. I don't know. Let's have it really quiet. I want all these sound effects to be dead quiet anyway, so you barely notice them. There. It's there, but you don't notice it. Too quiet. Or That'll do. Okay, we've done one sound effect. Let's do another. Guitar. Yeah, I have two guitars. Wait, I've got an acoustic and I've got an electric. That's too small for my hands, and probably doesn't sound very good. I mean, I'd love to put them through into the computer, record some guitar sounds. I don't know how that works with D&B production now. I have seen like Fred V do start his tracks and do intros with guitars and put through big spacey effects like shoegazy kind of like big reverbs. Oh, I'm gonna have to go, guys. My girl is crying and I don't know what she's got. I think she's lost the bottle. Oh, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to go. Thank you for joining me. I knew it was going to be a short one tonight, but yeah, gotta go. Sorry. Hopefully be back on tomorrow or Tuesday.